Dracula, the legend, history, and cultural impact. Welcome back to Raya Ocean of Knowledge. Today, we're diving into the dark and mysterious world of Dracula, a character that has captivated the imagination of millions for over a century. From his origins in folklore to his influence on modern pop culture, Dracula remains one of the most iconic figures in horror. Let's explore the legend, the history, and the cultural impact of Dracula. Dracula, as many of us know, is a vampire, a creature of the night who feeds on the blood of the living. But where did this legend come from? The character of Dracula was popularized by Bram Stoker's 1897 novel Dracula. In this novel, Dracula is a Transylvanian count who lives in a castle and has supernatural powers, including the ability to shape-shift and control animals. However, the roots of the Dracula legend go much deeper, tracing back to Eastern European folklore and the stories of the undead known as vampires. These tales of bloodthirsty beings date back centuries and have been told in various cultures around the world. The historical inspiration. While the Dracula we know from literature and film is fictional, he was inspired by a real historical figure, Vlad the Impaler, or Vlad III, the 15th-century prince of Wallachia. Vlad was known for his brutal methods of punishing his enemies, most famously impaling them on stakes, which earned him his ominous nickname. Though there's no evidence that Vlad was a vampire, his cruel reputation and association with Transylvania made him the perfect model for Bram Stoker's terrifying character. Dracula in popular culture. Since Bram Stoker's novel was published, Dracula has become a cultural icon, appearing in countless films, television shows, books, and even comic books. The 1931 film Dracula, starring Bela Lugosi, is perhaps the most famous adaptation, defining the image of the vampire with his cape, fangs, and thick Eastern European accent. Over the years, Dracula has been portrayed in many different ways, from the terrifying to the tragic, to the romantic. He's been a villain, an anti-hero, and even a symbol of forbidden desire. The impact of Dracula on horror. Dracula's influence on the horror genre cannot be overstated. He set the standard for vampire stories and has inspired countless other works in the genre, from Anne Rice's The Vampire Chronicles to the Twilight Saga. The themes of fear, immortality, and the struggle between good and evil that Dracula embodies continue to resonate with audiences today. The character of Dracula has also sparked an ongoing fascination with vampires, leading to the creation of entire subgenres of horror dedicated to these creatures of the night. So why does Dracula continue to endure as a cultural icon? Perhaps it's because he represents something timeless, our fears of death and the unknown, as well as our fascination with power and immortality. Dracula is both a monster and a mirror, reflecting our deepest desires and darkest fears. And as long as those themes resonate, Dracula will continue to haunt our imaginations. And there you have it, the legend, history, and cultural impact of Dracula. Whether you see him as a villain or a tragic figure, there's no denying that Dracula has left an indelible mark on horror and popular culture. If you enjoyed this exploration into the world of Dracula, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Raya Creations for more deep dives into fascinating topics. Thanks for watching, and remember, don't invite any mysterious strangers into your home at night. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the legend of Dracula. Stay tuned for more exciting content on history, culture, and the mysteries of the world. Until next time, stay curious.